It's replica time again, and I have finally got my hands on one of the most asked for air pistols of late. It is a CO2 replica of the US military Sig Sauer P320 M17, a gun which has been adopted by all of the US military since its introduction. This CO2 version has understandably attracted quite a lot of attention and is packed with some terrific original features. Hello and welcome to AAR On Air. Yes, today I have got hold of the new Sig Sauer M17, and it's a pistol that is raising the bar for others to follow. It has some radical innovations and is so very close to the original military pistol. There is a lot to cover, so let's get straight on with the walk-around first. It is very close to the original length, and weighing in at 2.21 pounds has a great feel to it. It's in the desert sand type colour all over, with the only exceptions being the ancillary actions and trigger. It has a top metal slide to give it the blowback action, which is also field strippable, and it's very simple to do. The bottom half and grip is polymer, just as the original, with a metal trigger. There is a Picatinny rail on the underside for the usual toys if required. The sights are open, front and rear, and come up with white dots to make sighting easier, ideal for the poor-sighted old gits such as myself, or of course for night use. These sights are non-adjustable on this particular model. The safety is ambidextrous and is nice and crisp in its action, with a definite click so you know what mode it's in. There is a very small red dot for fire, which is not easily noticeable, but I suppose you simply keep in mind flat to fire. The barrel is nicely recessed to add realism. Also on the left hand side is the field strip catch, which is simple to do. Pull the slide partway back until the catch meets the cutout. Then turn the catch, continue back and slide forward. The reverse is used to refit, and it's in place. The trigger carries the rotating action of the magazine, so it's somewhat clunky and has a high pull weight of 7.5 pounds. So far then, pretty much an example of a nice replica pistol. So let's press the mag release button. The first thing is the size of the magazine, which is designed to replicate the 21 round magazine rather than the 17 round basic magazine. Upon the release, you notice a short blast of air. Not quite sure why. And if you continue doing it, it's probably going to reduce your overall shot count somewhat. But once the magazine is out, it becomes very evident where the innovation has been focused on. At first, it looks more like some kind of vaping implement rather than a gun magazine. It has a magazine and magazine release within the magazine. If you press this on the front, this spring-loaded ejects the 20 round rotating belt magazine from the magazine. Loading this is done then by opening the back and loading up with your preferred pellets. you are best to just press them home that little bit, and then the belt fed system rotates until you've got all 20 in. Once this is full, close it up and return it to the magazine. If that isn't innovative enough for you, then there's the superb CO2 loading mechanism that other companies should make a note of. This is a simple lever that is pulled out from the rear of the magazine. Slot in your CO2 cartridge and then simply squeeze and close up. There's no hex key to lose or trying to twist as fast as possible to avoid any loss of gas. Just a simple shut and shoot. Obviously, return the oversized mag to the grip with that wonderful solid click and let the fun begin. So far I'm becoming a fan of this pistol. What about the claimed power output? Well, they claim up to 430 feet per second. Realistically, provided it's able to shoot fast enough to hit a 10-metre target with some kind of accuracy, it doesn't really worry me. But they've made a claim. So, gauntlet thrown down, chronograph brought into play. With JSBs, I was able to get an average of 329 feet per second, which is 1.79 foot-pounds or 2.43 joules, with a maximum of 342 feet per second, 1.93 foot-pounds or 2.62 joules. That is pretty respectable as far as I'm concerned, but we're trying to achieve the claimed figure. So, out with the ultralight alloy pellets at 5.56 grains. The average was 390 feet per second, which is 1.88 foot-pounds or 2.55 joules. The maximum I could achieve was 414 feet per second, which is 2.12 foot-pounds or 2.87 joules. So that's pretty close to the 430 feet per second. But I must let you know, in order to achieve this, I actually heated up the CO2 with a hairdryer first, and would doubt very much I could better these results doing much else. So, on a cold UK day, you are not likely to get even close to the claimed figure. As I've already said though, it doesn't detract from the desirability of this pistol at all. Accuracy then. Let's get this on the range, usual 8 metres, and see how it performs. First time shooting this and no adjustable sights, I don't think you can argue with that result. More than accurate enough, and from a blowback. With a trigger that operates the internal belt fed mechanism at 7.5 pound pull weight. In conclusion, what you have here is a radical magazine design close to original replica, which is powerful enough for purpose and accurate enough for any target work or plinking you're going to want to do. It comes with a 20 round magazine. There is plenty of fun to be had before you run out of ammo, and you will easily be able to get a couple of magazines out of a CO2 even with that punchy blowback action. The trigger is a little rattly, probably because of that radical designed belt fed mag. But is it a deal breaker? Not as far as I'm concerned. I can see why this has raised so much interest from people, and I now have an idea what to ask Mrs. AAR for as a Christmas present this year. Yep, I like it. Thanks for watching.